Yo, what is up? What is up? What is good? What is good? Okay, so the reason you guys did not really see me on Twitter all that much, or that we're going live so late, is, and I said this in the post-game video, because I was sitting there, right? And I have a life, believe it or not. And I just selfishly didn't want to be up till 11 o'clock, midnight, whatever, doing the show and editing. And honestly, while I was watching the game, I was sitting there, taking notes and stuff like that for the Carolina Clemson baseball game and all that stuff. And I was like, you know what? We could just go ahead and record the show. We could just go ahead and get out of the way. And by the way, take this down. We can just go ahead and get it out of the way and record the podcast. And, by the time I'm near the end, when I'm going to talk about it anyways, the game will be over. So it actually worked out perfect timing. I spent about 45 minutes, by the way, guys, talking about Carolina Clemson, the series this weekend for the show tomorrow, which it's a great podcast, great preview, great interview too with Michael Roth, awesome stuff. But it's funny, I got to the end of the preview and the game had just ended and we lost by 21. So, if that makes me a bad fan, if that makes me any type of way, so be it. Everybody else, hey, the team is checked out, so why the hell should I care? Why the hell should we care? You know what I mean? So, again, if you guys want to shoot the shit for the next 5 minutes, whatever. Again, I will say this. We are turning our attention to Carolina Clemson baseball, and I am really excited with the podcast. Like I said, just wrapped it up, just did it. About 45 minutes, really went in-depth on Clemson, the matchups, the keys, everything you can think of. So let's go ahead. We'll jump to the phone lines. Actually, my buddy Skyland calling in. We'll see what he wants to talk about. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Not much, man. I just hanging out, bro. Actually, just spent the last hour talking Carolina Clemson baseball, so I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, I didn't call in and talk basketball.
Right.
We can, but I don't understand what's going on with Trey. Why he was left behind? And he said that
yeah, I heard he got. So I heard he got left behind. Is that right?
Yeah, he said Frank Martin said he needed a break, and when he got back into town, he will reevaluate things with Trey Hannah.
Oh God. Okay. Well. Yeah, I mean, dude, listen, let me put it to you this way. And I think maybe you and I talked about this actually over the weekend, or at least I talked to somebody else about this. But yeah, it was somebody else actually. I think it was Sunday or maybe it was yesterday, whatever day it was. Somebody asked me, because people expect me, man, to be the fire Frank Martin guy. They expect me to lead that charge. And I haven't. But I'm at this point with Carolina basketball. I'm just so indifferent, bro, that they could fire him tomorrow and I wouldn't bat an eye. I wouldn't bat an eye, dude. If they bring him back next year, I won't bat an eye. But they could literally fire him tomorrow and I wouldn't bat an eye. It wouldn't even bother me. Because you know what I'd say? I'd be like, dude, at least there'll be something interesting to talk about now. At least there will be storylines around the program. Like right now, bro, the program is dead. Dead as a doornail. I mean, it's awful, bro. Just awful.
48 points tonight. We're killing them. We're killing it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dude. That, like I said, that's why I was, and I'm just like I said, I'm honest with y'all. I feel like that's why people that's why people respect what I do and relate, because I'm very honest, and I'll be just totally honest. You know what I mean? I refuse to just act like basketball's not playing and be like, oh, I'm not even going to talk about it anymore. Like, I'm going to acknowledge it, whatever. But I was literally sitting there and I was like, okay, we're down 15 at half. I can sit here and wait another hour and a half till this game is over and then do the live show and then record the podcast and be up till this time, which I don't mind staying up or anything, but it's like, or I could put myself kind of out of this misery, go talk Carolina Clemson baseball for the next hour and Because, dude, like the problem with this team, you don't even have to watch the games, and it's just the same story over and over and over again. You don't even have to watch the games. Like,
what do you think we're missing? Like, it's not only happening in basketball, but it's happening in football too. It's kind of like we're missing something somewhere in that university where the kids don't develop, or coaches don't go out their way, don't change, don't adapt. I mean, after with Muschamp, not happening with Martin.
Well, I mean, I tell you this, man. I mean, the last 5 years we've had Muschamp as a head coach. I believe this, man. And again, this is not me calling for anybody's job. This is just my honest evaluation. It goes from the college level to the pro level, especially. Hey, you could say the high school level. Most of the time, when your programs, when your teams, when they have issues, it normally starts at the top, bro. It's leadership. It starts at the top, in my opinion. So, I think that's where you got to look first. I think that's where you got to look first is the leadership. And again, you point at Tanner Castlin, you point at Frank Martin. I mean, all the players can do is go out and play basketball. Like, these are kids. They're kids. Same thing with the football team. That's why I didn't really rag on the players all that much. I mean, they're kids, bro. Like, the coaches, why are the people that are making the millions not the ones that are held accountable first? It's crazy, So, and again, I'm not saying fire Frank Martin, but damn, this is, I would say this, and it'd probably piss some people off. Hey, this team stinks. And guess what? This season, Frank Martin stinks. He does. It's his team. He's not exempt to this. He stinks too this season.
I think he's a good guy. Actually, Sunday, he sit right in front of me the whole baseball game. And we had a couple, friendly conversations. Of course, not about basketball. And it wasn't deep conversations. It was kind of like he looked back and he was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I said, "I'm good." And, he asked if I had kids and stuff like that. That's about my family, but it was nothing more of a friendly gesture kind of conversation. But,
right.
He's a good guy. Obviously.
Right. No, I mean, listen, man, I got nothing but love for Tanner, man. Like baseball, dude. I actually think Castlin's going to do great things at Carolina, no question. But I mean, I don't know, man. You know what the first step is? We have to start caring about basketball. I really think that's because, dude, I've told people this too. Am I wrong for not saying fire Frank Martin? Because I think if I actually gave a damn and I'm not saying I don't give a damn about basketball, but man, like everybody knows that follows my content. I'm a baseball guy. Like I favor baseball. And you know why? I think it's fair that I do because, hey, it's the one sport on campus that actually has a winning tradition. I think more people should get fired up for baseball. Personally, I think it's crazy they don't. Like, we actually have something to hang our hat on the baseball program. Like, but I'm like, dude, if we actually cared about basketball, I'm not saying be a basketball school, but if we actually cared about basketball, would we put up with this? And again, I know this is a weird year, bro, because if you try to say, if I tried to say fire Martin, which again, I don't want him fired, I have to specify, but if you say that, you're the bad guy, you have no empathy, COVID, this, that, you're just an asshole, right? You're just an asshole if you say anything about Frank Martin or this team but man, like that COVID excuse flew out the window weeks ago, bro. Like over a month ago, that thing flew out the window. So, if we were battling and we were just shorthanded and like we were losing games, so be it. But we lack heart. We lack pride. We lack integrity. I mean, that is what worries me. That's what worries me. How do you get that back? You know what I mean? And you know what? The other thing is this, bro, and I know I'm rambling, but I'll just tell you this. The other thing is this. People say, come back next year, and that's fine. If he comes back next year, and I think he will, cool. You have to make the tournament or we got to go separate ways. I honestly think, bro, at that point, Frank Martin should just do himself a favor and retire. Because I think those expectations, I don't think he's going to hit them. I don't. I think those expectations are just too high for him and for this program. So why waste another season? I guess you can go cash a check, but why waste another season and go through this again and fall short again, and get escorted out? Why not just go out on your own terms? So, I don't know. It's a mess, bro. It's a flat out mess. It's a mess. And again, we just have to at some point decide, I think behind closed doors, do we actually give a damn about basketball? Like, do we even care at this point? Like, I know we're never going to be a basketball school, bro. We're never going to. But Alabama's not a basketball school either. And damn it, they're winning. Like, that's not an excuse. So.
Yeah. Well, I got some information for you. I'm going to text to you. I don't know if you already got it, but about Brendan Fields. I don't know if you heard anything yet, but I have. And
I got you. Okay, yeah. Let me know. I've heard some things, but probably not nearly as definitive as yeah.
We probably heard the same thing here.
Yeah.
We usually hear the same information.
Yeah.
I don't want to take it or run with it.
Yeah. All right. Well, cool, man.
Since you talk about baseball and fans, do you think we have too many wine and cheese fans that don't make enough noise at the games? Because if you turn on the TV and you're watching Texas A&M or LSU or Arkansas or Ole Miss, the fans are loud. They're in it. You hear, "Go Tigers!" LSU is doing their thing. A&M is doing their thing. Like, here we are. We barely can get up on a 3-2 count and make noise.
Well, and I'll tell you this. I was actually telling this to my buddy on Tuesday. I mean, listen, I love Founders Park. I love it. Love Founders Park to death, man. I know we all do. The thing that Founders Park lacks that places like Ole Miss have and LSU have and Texas A&M have is like that true college atmosphere. We play in a professional ballpark. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have the craziness in the outfield. We don't have but I will say this. I mean, I think, and I don't think you're doing this, but I think demonizing the fan base or attacking the fan base is never the way to go. But I think it's South Carolina, especially after winning back-to-back titles. But I think it's South Carolina. You have to put a product on the field or on the court in basketball or baseball. And I mean, it's hard, dude. It's hard to judge this year with COVID and you're not able to pack it out. I mean, I think it's crazy that, you look at A&M and like how many they're putting in there and it's like, my God, like it's just everybody's sitting together, it seems like. But either way, I don't know. It's tough to say, man. I think the fans are good. I think, though, that we kind of lack some of that like true, like I think Sarge Fry was rowdier than Founders Park. I mean, I really do. I just think it was Sarge Fry was a true college ball field. Whereas, and again, I'm like, dude, Founders Park's amazing. Like, we are blessed to watch our team in a facility like that. But it is more of like a professional, like, I don't want to say wine and cheese, but a little bit more of a professional crowd. You know what I mean? Like a professional atmosphere, if you will. But I can promise you this, man. If we had full capacity on Sunday when Clemson came to town, I mean, it would be as hostile as any environment you could go to. So I don't know. But yeah, either way, man, I'm excited for this weekend. I know that for a damn fact. I'm excited for this weekend. So
I'll be there Saturday and Sunday.
Attaboy. Yeah, I'm still looking for Saturday, but I'm definitely going to be there Sunday. So
actually, on Gamecock Central, you go to. I'm pretty sure you already know. Go to that free ticket insider form. There was all that, like, people selling them $25 a piece already. 8 tickets been sold right behind home plate. So just keep your eyes on that.
All right, I'll definitely do that then.
All right.
So, all right, man. I appreciate you calling in. Appreciate it, brother. Yep, great stuff, guys. Great stuff. And with that, going to go ahead and wrap it up. Like I said, normally I'm only live about 10 minutes, and we've been live 15 minutes. I know I rambled on the phone there with Skyland, but really good stuff and really great commentary with him. We always have great banter going back and forth. But, yeah, one last thing. We'll leave it on this. Raymond Finkel pointing out a great stat. Frank Martin losing record since the Final Four, 56-57. That's not an opinion. That's a stat. That's a fact. And that stat's probably going to get worse in the last 2 games. So, guys, thank you so much. Hey, great podcast dropping tomorrow. Full Carolina Clemson series preview, Michael Roth conversation, everything you need to get primed up going into this weekend. where the best rivalry in all of college baseball takes center stage, folks. Thank you so much. God bless Gamecock fans, and good night. We will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank